okay? I want you to take me through. You're against the Broncos in Indianapolis. You kick off, okay? Trindon Holliday catches.
Hey, Olympic sprinter. Make sure you get it in there. Olympic sprinter, Bobby.
Catches this Olympic sprinter, Trindon Holliday, catches the kick. Okay, you're coming down the field. Now, when you usually come down the field, are you trying to stay away from contact? You're kind of the last man of defense.
Well, there's an area there, okay? And there's been a couple kickers that you have seen get demolished in there. Kevin Huber, latest example, got his jaw broken. There's an area that, which, by the way, Huber would even tell you, like, shouldn't have been where I was at. You're either – there's like a 10-yard demolition derby area that's behind the first wave of kickoff, right? And you never want to get in there. If you're in there –
stay out of there.
Stay out of it. If you're in there, there's blind sides coming. You're probably not going to be able to track somebody who's running by you anyways. Like, that is just a place you don't want to be for both punts and kickoffs. So I was always a layback type of guy, but then I would bait the returner to the sideline. Like, hey, I'm a little bit of a chubby white guy. You can get the edge on me. And then I would close it down and use the sideline as a tag team partner. Okay? That Trindon Holliday hit, that was Peyton Manning's first trip back to Lucas Oil Stadium, too. So that was like –
oh, that is spectacular. Did not know that.
Yeah, so it was a massive game. It was on Sunday Night Football. I think it had the highest ratings of a regular season football game in the history of NFL.
Chris Collinsworth is calling it.
Chris Collinsworth, Al Michaels. I mean, it's a big deal. Like, all week, too, the media had been parked outside Lucas Oil Stadium because Peyton Manning's coming home. It's the War of 1812. It's in Andrew Luck's house. It's all this shit, right? So when you kick off and punt, your job is to help field position.
Right.
So anytime you see – there's like I've made a lot of tackles in my career, but anytime I made a tackle, I failed completely at my job, right? Field position's fucked. If I'm tackling them,
he's at the 50 already.
He's at the 50 already. So people always be like, did you love making tackles or whatever? Well, it's obviously better than the alternative. But anytime I'm making a tackle, that means I probably fucked up to begin with.
There's a problem.
Yeah, so there's automatically something going on. So I'm not exactly thrilled that it's happening, but that blind squirrel finding a nut moment and me hitting Trindon Holliday and him just so happened to be off balance, I mean, it was a big-time hit for sure.
But after you just rock his world and you blow him up, do you realize this is going to be on my highlight reel? How long after the hit does it settle in what you just did? Is it when you go to the sideline and the guys are all going nuts?
Well, so I get up and I'm on their sideline, right, obviously. And I look around, I'm like intrigued by it all. And you hear the stadium starts going nuts. So the stadium went bonkers. And I was like, okay, here we go. Just gave up terrible field position, but they're going crazy. Give Peyton Manning the ball at like the 50, probably going to score. So I failed completely, but okay, place is going crazy. But I've had some big hits. Like when I was playing, I was 235, depending on how fat I was in the offseason, what type of 235 that was. And I could always run pretty good because of soccer. So I'm normally going to be bigger than the person.
You were coming for blood. You weren't afraid to go in there and get physical. That was okay with you?
Yeah. And I'm from Pittsburgh, right? I grew up playing football. You know what I mean? I grew up playing football.
City.
Backyard football, street football, even though I didn't play organized football. I played a lot of football. And in college, I made a lot of tackles. So it wasn't like it was very new to me. It just so happened to be a perfectly timed hit on a guy that was 40 pounds less than me and off balance. It's just, I feel terrible for Trindon Holliday because he and I both know that was a very lucky setup. But boy, I mean, it turned out to be pretty good. I got some other ones I like though, Bob.
The way you kind of crowned him with the helmet though made it look 10 times. I mean, you really do get some helmet to chest contact there. You could have been flagged.
Yeah.
You're spearing.
By the way, that was I think the next day in the newspaper, there was an article about whether or not I should be fined for helmet.
Oh, that's so you can't fine a punter. You know that better than I do.
If I get fined for that, that's legendary. You know what I mean? It's better than getting fined for like a picture I put on fucking Twitter. You know, so it's like I would much rather have that on the resume.